PSO2 New Genesis has been experiencing a lot of success, averaging 40,000 to 50,000 concurrent players through Steam alone over the last week, peaking at 60,000 on its very first day of release. Now, if we take other platforms into consideration, we're looking at well into the hundreds of thousands of active players per day. That is an enormous success regardless of how you look at it. But you will notice that while concurrent players are very high, the ratings for the game have been a little less positive. 77% positive as a matter of fact. Now, if you want to stay up to date with everything pertaining to PSO2 New Genesis or just MMO news in general, make sure you scroll down and click that subscribe button. Now, what is the reason behind this recent negativity? Well, there are several actually. And while I can definitely say that I did enjoy my very first day streaming PSO2 New Genesis, I would like to elaborate on some of the issues that players had, some of the issues that I came across personally, starting off with probably the most common one, lag. Their server stability is an absolute joke right now. Input delay lasting several seconds at a time, players teleporting all over the screen, getting stuck in a loading loop while fighting boss monsters, resulting in immediate death, respawn, then death once more as you get locked up again as soon as you click res.
Backing away, I guess.
Hey, Dead Master Shido, how are you doing? Sorry, I'll just keep attacking here. I feel... Oh. I'm dead.
You died during the lag?
Yep. I was attacking him and these people are just falling down.
Uh-oh, it lagged again.
Titan, what are you doing?
Yeah, now we see it. We do see the lag now.
I'm alive! Oh, Nari's dead.
I can't move. Ah!
I'm not.
Oh shit!
I'm not dealing any damage, which means he's not registering anything. No, okay.
Yeah, I'm not dealing anything. We did it. We did. We did it.
Those dead people, oh my god. Now, I do understand having server issues, so while it was definitely annoying to experience, I don't expect game launches to go over flawlessly. I'm aware that there are a lot of people that were complaining about the server stability. I'm also aware that there were plenty of people turned off enough that they stopped playing altogether until those issues are fixed. But I'm sure as they have confirmed that they are working to stabilize servers, that it will not be long before you're capable of jumping back in and enjoying yourself. Now, there were a few minor complaints that I read in the mass of negative reviews on Steam, and some of those very same issues I heard mirrored in game. The UI isn't friendly, it's difficult adding friends, changing blocks is annoying, the story is boring, the tutorial is too long. And I feel like for the most part, and just hear me out here just for a brief moment, a lot of these issues that players had with the game, a lot of these issues that you just heard me talk about, are purely subjective. Some people enjoyed how the UI looked. Some people had no issue whatsoever adding friends. Changing blocks has always been a feature in PSO2. The story is your typical JRPG anime story, and tutorials have taken much longer than the 20 or 30 minutes that this one took. Again, purely subjective. I found the story to be perfectly fine. I mean, I even really enjoyed the voice acting that I found within the game, especially when you compare it to voice acting found in Swords of Legends Online, man. That voice acting was absolutely terrible. Plus, we got to learn how we fit into everything that was going on around us in the world overall. Now, the two issues are what really hold the game back from being an epic MMO right now: a lack of content and the battle power gating. Sega have outlined a roadmap in terms of content for the game, with content coming out periodically over the next several months. We'll be getting defense quests 2 months from now, we'll be getting trigger quests, mission passes, and titles 4 months from now, and then an entirely new region in 6. But yeah, there is a severe lack of content, especially pertaining to content diversity at this very moment. And to maintain an active player base, you're going to need content for players to consume at a steady rate. Content that will urge them to log in and continue playing. Then came the battle power gating. That is probably the only issue I had with the game. Let me give you a breakdown of what I mean. After continuing with the story for approximately 30 minutes, you're hit with a message saying, to continue, you need to upgrade your battle power to 830. Does this sound familiar at all? No? It doesn't seem at all remotely similar to the combat power mechanic found in mobile games. After either purchasing gear from the store, grinding gear out in the field, or upgrading enough, you'll hit your goal of 830 battle power. You'll then receive additional quests, lasting a short while before you're hit with additional gating, requiring you grind out to 950 battle power, 1100 battle power, with very few quests in between, meaning that you're spending the vast majority of your time grinding out items, grinding gear, and whatever else you need to, so you can achieve a high enough battle power to continue with the story and unlock the rank 2 areas and urgent quests. Again, getting like this behind battle power is very similar to how mobile games handle their progression, requiring you have a certain combat power to access new areas, to combat the boss at the end of whatever area you're stuck in. Thankfully, the game is not only beautiful, but the combat itself makes playing the game and achieving the required combat power much less tedious. But not even that can save the game from feeling like a chore to grind through, which is perfectly fine, as there are plenty of players that both love gating content and have no issue with grinding. And I'm not saying that any of this makes the game inherently bad, I'm just stating that there is in fact a lot of grinding and a lack of content present right now to necessarily justify that grind. Now, since there isn't really much in the way of endgame content right now, I do look forward to when we actually get some. But at the end of the day, we still both had fun playing PSO2 New Genesis realistically for the first time, and we are going to continue playing it at least for the foreseeable future over on Twitch, which, FYI guys, we do have an alliance that you can join if you're interested. I just hope that this game can hold on to its players long enough for content that this game needs to survive to get pushed out. But you know what? Let's go ahead and lighten up the mood here with a few clips from our stream. I feel like this is the look that Mrs. Six gives me all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, this is so bright. Like the fire. I've never seen fire look like that before in a game.
You as an Australian should know what fire looks like, since your country's on fire all the time.
Looking at these characters looking up to me, it actually reminds me of a comment I got on YouTube a few months ago. So, on YouTube, okay, when I do a quote of what I think people, like whiny, complainy people sound like, or just like people in general, I'm always like, like that, right? Like that, it's something everyone does. So, in a video, I was like, I worded it like this. It was something akin to, and then you guys were like, but Sticks, I want you to do this, or you said you do that. That is what I said, and that is how I phrased it, roughly how I phrased it, and that's how I looked. I kind of like looked a little bit up, and someone went in the comment section, and they're like, oh my god, the amount of egotism that is literally like permeating from your body. When you're sitting there, you're making it look like everyone, all of the 300,000 subscribers you have are looking up to you like you're some kind of god. And I'm like, no, I just like to go blah, 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 like that. A tiny me, a tiny. Oh my god, Tiffania! What did you do?
Yeah, I know. Did you see Kala's though?
I'm too busy right now looking at whatever monstrosity that is.
Monstrosity! There are women in this world with tatas that big and are natural, okay?
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it. Yeah.